Hello everyone. Do you remember me? I'm your Professor Pushkar. Hello everyone. Do you remember me? I'm your Professor Pushkar Pathak. And I'm your Professor Pushkar Pathak. And he is back with two topics. Will you learn it? Yes. So let's start with two new topics. What are those two new topics? So first one is a programming language and second one is a tool which will help you a lot. So let's start. What is the spelling of this language? Onyx. Onyx. Onyx is a programming language featuring a modern, expressive syntax, strict type safety, blazing fast build times, and out-of-the-box cross-platform support thanks to WebAssembly. So Onyx is actually a programming language which protects our web servers for making our web packaging and some controlling our servers that any hacker could not control it, or it can also be prevented as static typing or strict typing, which is very harmful to our servers or web servers. So let's move to new topic. On what purpose Onyx language works? Onyx is a general purpose statically typed programming language suitable both for application and system programming. Or we can also create systems like Windows, Macintosh, Linux, MacBook, or anything. Or you can also create the servers of that phone. And also you can make an application software or a web development. Onyx imposes robust inferences and mechanisms. The rule is generally infer unless ambiguous and with meaningful defaults. So what is any type of thing goes down like your marks? Don't take it seriously. Like your marks going down, coming up, going down, coming up. So Onyx is used for balancing it, not your marks, the web package. Whenever your server is in any problem, Onyx will help the server to be controlled. Onyx is a memory safe language. There are multiple levels of enforced safety, with unsafe being the minimum safety level allowing of extreme optimizations. So for example, if anybody does a copyright of your website, or you make a website and somebody does a copyright of it, so Onyx is a memory safe language. Whatever changes you have done in a website, Onyx language can protect your changes. And if anybody copies your website, then you will only remember that who copyrighted it, and you can own your website by your own self. This opens great opportunities for powerful abstractions. If you are interested in web development and you want to protect your website, you can use this Onyx language. So let's move to new topic. Game development problem. So sometimes if you are making game, you need three types of components, which are sound effect problem and voice problem. If you want to make a console game, so testing the console game, and for animation and coding. So game development problems, they have to get sound effects from their games, because in every game, and we have to download the sound from any website. So if you want to make game, so if you make game without any sound effect, the game will sound very boring and very cringe. Cringe means very ewy and very complicated, and you have to download the sound from any website. Or if you download any sound from website, or you can get hacked, or it will attack your system, or you can get copyright. Whenever we have to make a console game, we have to test it with actual console. If you're making a PS5 game, Nintendo Switch game, or Steam Deck game, so you need to check an actual console for making that. Whenever we have to make 2D games, with the mouse doesn't help in making proper characters. So for solving problems, let's turn to next page. Before turning to next page, this problem. Whenever you make 2D or 3D games, you need to animate those shapes properly. And when we animate with mouse, it doesn't work properly. So let's turn to next page. Let's go. For coding and visual scripting. Visual scripting means whenever we use some type of scratch, it is works for coding language in 2D games. And whenever for coding, you need Unity, Unreal Engine, or Godot for making games. So for typing coding, you need to use this keyboard. And this is sometimes look like an animation tablet, but it can be also used for visual scripting and drawing. It is a drawing tablet and a keyboard. For sound effects and voice, you think that is a ball type of joystick, but it's not. It's a mic, and this is an octopad for controlling the sounds and what you have recorded in your mic or any type of thing. So it is written there for the voice artist for dialogues in games. The mic is used to see here will help you in it. It is not a joystick. It's a mic. Later we will see the whole design, and this is an octopad. I know there are 16 blocks in it, so it can be called as octopad because 16 divided by 2, it is 8. Okay, so next page. For console game testing, as I told you, Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5. This console plate has joysticks, buttons, dragger or jump bar for testing how the player or an asset work. If you don't know the dragger, so this is a mouse, and you see it is a scroller in here. So if you want to do drag jumping, so you can use this console also. I know it is for what reason, but you can use it as drag and it will roll also. And the last but not least, a UI design and animation. You have seen this before in visual scripting, but I told you it is used for UI design and animation. If you don't know about UI full form is user interface. If you see any type of Instagram and Snapchat, any type of apps, you can see the design and their front end is very good and they are very beautiful also. So for making the designs, UI is made, and animation. Animation we all know for making cartoons, games, and marketing strategy. You can do 3D animation also and 2D animation also. So let's see the overall design. This is an overall design. Keyboard, octopad, game testing console, mic, and animation tablet. I know I'm banging the board, but I want to show you what these things are. And your secret, I made it myself. And if you're not hear it, I made it myself. Okay, so do you like the creativity? Hands off, this is man who made it. Okay, so I end my topic here. I'll meet you again. Bye.